Hi there guys, this video is on Shayna Baszler and Becky Lynch, and this article was written on Daily DDT. Following their face-off on last Monday's Raw, all signs point to Shayna Baszler being the one to conquer WWE Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch after a year of dominance. Not only did the heated exchange between Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler on this week's Raw set the stage for the star-studded women's triple threat match at Survivor Series, it also cemented why Baszler must be the one to eventually defeat Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. Lynch vs Baszler is a feud that many fans have been anticipating for nearly a year, but didn't know when it would come to fruition. Every time it's looked like Baszler was on the verge of being called up to WWE's main roster, she retained her NXT Women's Championship and stayed put on the black and gold brand. In fact, Lynch and Baszler are WWE's longest reigning champions at the moment. The man has reigned as Raw Women's Champion since WrestleMania 35 in April, while Baszler has had a stranglehold on the NXT Women's Championship for over a year. Both women have proven their dominance on their respective brands, but were always separated by the shows they're on. This year's brand warfare themed Survivor Series is as good of a time as any for them to finally do battle. It's smart of WWE to hold off on Lynch and Baszler colliding one-on-one and instead put them in a triple threat. Also involving SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley. That way fans will get a small taste of what they're capable of in the ring together and will be excited to see them clash in a singles competition down the line. Yeah, I definitely fully agree with that statement there. Regardless of the result, that matchup should put the wheels in motion for a Lynch vs Baszler feud over the Raw Women's Championship for when Baszler permanently arrives on Raw, which should be sooner rather than later. Yeah, as I have previously stated, the fact that Becky and Shayna were both mainly saying that they were going after each other, I wouldn't be surprised to see Bayley sneak the victory in the triple threat match at Survivor Series. But anyway, I'll continue. Lynch has been virtually unstoppable as Raw Women's Champion over the past 7 months. She's overcome every obstacle put in her path, including Lacey Evans, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, Natalya, and most recently Sasha Banks. Banks was easily Lynch's most compelling challenger to date, but even their feud was short-lived due to the boss's move to SmackDown in the 2019 WWE Draft. That way, Lynch without a real rival on Raw. That left Lynch without a real rival on Raw, and as a result, she hasn't been involved in anything of note as of late. True. Although Asuka vs Lynch was teased a few weeks ago, WWE ultimately went in a different direction with Survivor Series, a tri-branded pay-per-view rapidly approaching. Beyond the Empress of Tomorrow, the well runs dry in Raw's women's division as far as compelling challenges to the man go. Kairi Sane could be a potential challenger as well. Whether it be on the road to WrestleMania 36 or sometime before then, Baszler makes the most sense out of anyone to succeed Lynch as the Raw Women's Champion. Ronda Rousey was a fantastic foil for the uber popular Lynch heading into WrestleMania 35 and was a crucial part of her initial rise to superstardom. Lynch handing Rousey her first pinfall loss at the Show of Shows came off as slightly anticlimactic, but there can be no doubt that the man did her best work as a rebellious babyface during that point. Yep, completely agree with that, and Becky winning the title then was absolutely the correct decision. The Rowdy one has since taken time off from the squared circle, and it's unknown when she'll be back. It's very possible she sits out WrestleMania in the spring, and if so, Lynch will need an equally notable name as her opponent for the event. Enter Baszler, who referenced her relationship with Rousey to Lynch this week on Raw, and in so many words vowed revenge. The former UFC fighter is as legitimate as they come, and should be considered the best bet to take that title from Lynch upon her move to the main roster. Of course, that begs the question of what will become of the NXT Women's Championship that Baszler has held hostage for a whopping 375 days and counting. It'll be a mistake for it to be vacated, similar to what happened with Asuka, as whoever beats Baszler is bound to get a big boost. Yeah, true, I get. I'm agreeing very much with this article so far. The prestigious prize won't be on the line at TakeOver War Games 3 later this month, but it's possible she drops the strap at the subsequent TakeOver in April, assuming there isn't another before then. Tegan Nox, Rhea Ripley and Dakota Kai all have beef with Baszler and could realistically put a stop to her reign of terror. If WWE won't go with a fatal four-way match featuring the four horsewomen at WrestleMania 36, Lynch versus Baszler would be a suitable second choice. In knocking off Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship, Baszler could claim that she did what Rousey couldn't, planting the seeds for a future feud between them for when Rousey returns. With Nia Jax and Ruby Riott still out injured, and everyone else nowhere near championship contention, Baszler is the perfect person to step up and take charge of Raw's women's division once Lynch's title run reaches its end. Yeah, that's a very good article. That I completely agree with this article. Shayna Baszler should be the one to take the Raw Women's title off of Becky Lynch. Maybe they'll do that at WrestleMania. Who knows? If it happened, even if it's Shayna Baszler's first feud, when she joins the main roster, if that happens to be Becky Lynch, then she should straight away win the belt. She can't lose at all when she's called up. Well, not at the beginning anyway. She has so much momentum right now. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed this video, then hit the like, subscribe and don't forget to share, and I'll see you next time.